Connective tissue is a tissue that connects different organs, different tissues, different parts of body. So that is why the name connective tissue. In this connective tissue, what are the components? Generally, tissues are made up of cells, but when we see a connective tissue, there are different components. There are cells, fibers, as well as matrix. This matrix can be a solid matrix, it can be a liquid matrix, or it can be a semi-solid matrix. Okay? Cells, what are the cells that are present in this? Either fibroblasts are present or mast cells are also present. Mast cells or macrophages. Two types of cells are present. Fibroblasts are those cells which secrete these fibers that are present in connective tissue. They secrete the fibers. And mast cells or macrophages are involved in phagocytosis. You know what is phagocytosis? We have seen amoeba eats food by engulfing the particles. That process is called as phagocytosis. In our body also there are cells which are called as mast cells and macrophages, which have capacity to engulf particles. Which particles? If any pathogen enters into body, any fiber is old and worn out, it will be broken down into small pieces that it will engulf. If any cells become old and it is worn out, that particles it will engulf. So waste material that is present as well as pathogens that enter the body, both are engulfed by the process called phagocytosis. Okay. Next. What are the fibers? Fibers can be collagen fibers. Collagen is a protein. Elastin fibers. Elastin is another protein. Okay. Collagen fibers are stiff and they are non-elastic. They are present. See, our skin has both elastin fibers as well as collagen. If you tear like this, it's not getting torn. Why? Because there is some stiff collagen fibers that hold them very firmly. At the same time, elasticity is there in skin. You can pull it, again it goes normally back, like a elastic or like a rubber band. Those fibers which has that elasticity are called as elastin fibers, which give stiffness, like in case of bone is very hard, their collagen fibers are there. Cartilage tissue, which is present in ear, is also it's hard compared to other cells. So this type of fibers which are present in this type of tissues are called as collagen fibers, which has elasticity, like muscle cells, it need to contract and relax. Uh, you take the example of lungs. So in those areas, the fibers that are present need elasticity and they have elastin fibers, right? So these are the three components that are present inside the connective tissue. And there are connective tissues of various types. Connective tissue proper, connective tissue proper, second one, skeletal connective tissue, and third one is fluid connective tissue. Connective tissue proper includes all. Okay, first I'll say what is fluid connective tissue. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Lymph is a fluid connective tissue, because matrix is liquid, fluid, it flows very freely. Skeletal connective tissue, it forms a part of skeleton. It includes bone and cartilage. Remaining, there are so many connective tissues like areolar tissue, adipose tissue, etc. are nothing but they form connective tissue proper. Okay, we'll discuss in detail. First, connective tissue proper. Okay, here one thing I forgot to say. If the collagen fibers, usually the fibers are straight like this. Sometimes they may have branches like this. If collagen fibers have branches, then it is called as reticulate fiber. The meaning of word reticulate is network. It is forming network of branches. That's why it is called as reticulate fibers. Connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper. It is of two types: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue. Loose connective tissue have fibers which are arranged loosely. If you take areolar tissue, fibers are like this. Loosely, here cells are there. So much space is there, matrix is there, somewhat semi-solid matrix is there. So the fibers are not tightly arranged. This type of tissue is called loose connective tissue. Example, areolar. Areolar tissue is a tissue that connects skin with underlying organs. Underlying organs, muscles, whatever it may be. Skin has below skin always below epithelial tissue, there will be connective tissue. Epithelial tissue will be there, outer lining. Below that, there will be connective tissue to connect to the internal cells, whether it is nervous tissue, whether it is muscular tissue, whatever it may be, to connect that internal organs, whatever is substance is there in that internal organs, whatever tissue is there in that internal organs. Outside epithelium is there, just below that connective tissue will be there for sure. Okay. So skin is a epithelial tissue. Below skin there is a connective tissue called areolar tissue. This is one loose tissue. Second one, adipose. Adipose is present below the skin. It stores fat. It stores fat. And this is a connective tissue which has no fibers in it. So that is the reason this is called as special connective tissue. Special connective tissue because no fibers. And cells there, no phagocytosis cells, only cells have small granules which store fat. Store fat. We know that below the skin we have fat, that is because of presence of adipose tissue. These adipose tissue are arranged in lower layers of skin very loosely, they are not tightly arranged. So this is the skin in the lower layers of skin. We can see adipocytes are arranged. Adipocytes are adipose tissue is arranged very loosely. Next, dense connective tissue. Fibers are very tightly arranged. There is no space between. Except the arrangement of cells, there is no space in between. Very tightly arranged. This type of connective tissue is called as dense connective tissue. In dense connective tissue, we have regular dense connective tissue if the fibers are arranged like this. If the fibers are arranged like this different ways, but all space is not there, tightly arranged, all fibers only are there, no space at all. But one is arranged like this, one is arranged like this. There is no proper order. So this is irregular dense tissue, irregular dense connective tissue. This is regular dense connective tissue. This is irregular dense connective tissue. Regular dense connective tissue includes there is a connective tissue called tendon that connect muscles with bones. Muscles with bones. We have a muscle in our hand here. This muscle of hand should connect to bone that is present inside. Between there will be tendon. Here in finger we have some amount of muscle here. That should connect to the bone that is present inside. So tendon will be there to connect. Another type of connective tissue is there, that is ligament. Ligament is a connective tissue that is present at joint of bones. Bone is connected to bone by ligaments. That means between this bone and this bone, there will be joint of one connective tissue. It's not loosely hanging legs. There will be one joint of connective tissue that is connecting bones, which is called as ligaments. Okay. Tendon is present on muscles. Ligament is present in joints. That you remember. Tendon is present on muscles. Ligament is present at joints. What about dense connective tissue has irregular fibers? It is present in skin. I said you skin has both what do you say, collagen fibers and reticulate fibers. This areolar tissue is present below the skin. Adipose tissue is present below the skin. But inside the skin there is connective tissue. That connective tissue is nothing but dense connective tissue which is having irregular fibers. Okay. So that is about connective tissue proper. Coming to skeletal connective tissue. Skeletal connective tissue forms a skeleton. It includes cartilage and bone. You know very well what is cartilage. Inside the ear, there is something which is hard, but you are able to bend. The tissue that is present here is cartilage. At the tip of your nose, also the same feeling. It is hard, but you can bend it. This tissue is a connective tissue and it is called as cartilage. Where it is present, tip of nose, ear pinna, and at joints, all joints, okay, all the movable joints it is present. Okay, we have several immovable joints. There is no cartilage, but see, this is a movable joint. At this joint we have cartilage. This is a movable joint. At this joint we have cartilage. At this joint we have cartilage. At every joint between vertebrae, there is cartilage. At every joint which is movable, there is some cartilage. Okay. Okay, we'll discuss about bone first. What are the cells that are present in cartilage? Cells are called as chondrocytes. These are the fibroblasts that are present in cartilage. They secrete collagen fibers. Collagen fibers, that is the reason for stiffness. And what is matrix? Matrix is a rubber-like matrix called chondroitin sulfate. Chondroitin sulfate is a rubber-like matrix. Rubber-like. So it is a solid matrix only. So if you observe the TS of cartilage, you will see that there are chondrocytes like this, cells, chondrocytes. Around this, the chondroitin sulfates, and these are fibers. Cells are there, around them collagen fibers are there. Between the collagen fibers, here the chondroitin sulfate is present. Okay, that is the TS of cartilage. Next, bone. Next one is bone. Bone is a hard connective tissue. Cells are histiocytes, and fibers that are present here are again collagen fibers because bone has no elasticity, and matrix that is present here is made up of calcium carbonate, calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, phosphate. Along with that, there are some mineral ions like sodium, magnesium, calcium, etc. Okay, some ions are also present in this matrix. When you observe the structure of bone, bone has head region and shaft region. Head region is hard, whereas shaft region has a central cavity which is called as marrow cavity. Inside this marrow cavity, there is some substance that is present inside which is called as bone marrow. In this bone marrow, all the blood cells are produced. All the blood cells, whether it is RBC, whether it is WBC, whether it is platelets, all these are produced inside this matrix. Okay? Now, when you observe the TS of bone, instead of cutting it longitudinally, now it is longitudinal section of bone. If you cut the TS of bone and observe, see bone is like this, you are cutting like this and observing from this direction, you will see that. So this is the bone. This is the central marrow cavity which has bone marrow. Okay, this lining of cells is called as endosteum. Endosteum, and this outermost lining of cells is called as periosteum. Periosteum. Inside the periosteum, there is all matrix that is present and cells are present here. Inside this endosteum, bone marrow is present where the cells are produced. When you observe this TS of the cell like this, in this matrix, let us take this one TS of the cell. This is TS of the cell. Here you will see there are so many canals that are. These canals are called as Haversian canals. What they are called as Haversian canals. This Haversian canals, when you see in the TS, you will see as small structures like this. Around this Haversian canals, you can see that matrix is deposited in small concentric circles. This is matrix. So here one canal, matrix, canal, matrix. So entire bone is filled with this. Okay. So when you cut the TS, a longitudinal section of bone, you'll observe that there are very long canals that are present inside this bone. These long canals are called as Haversian canals. Haversian canals. Around this, if you see in TS, this look as small dot-like structures. Around this Haversian canals, we can see that matrix is depositing like this. Matrix is depositing like this. Matrix is depositing. What is seen at the end of each concentric ring is there are small spaces which have branches like this. Branched spaces. They are called as canaliculi. That means, this is Haversian canal, this is first concentric ring. There are small spaces, fluid filled spaces, which have branches called canaliculi. Like this branches will be there. So they are called as canaliculi. So the total bone looks like this. Each one of this set is called as ostium. Ostium. Sorry, oscine. Each one of the set is called as oscine. So that is about the structure of bone. Lastly, fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue includes bone as well as lymph. Fluid connective tissue includes blood and lymph. Blood and lymph together they are fluid connective tissues. Blood, we know very well. 1 minute. So what is present in blood? Plasma. 45 to 55% of plasma is present and cells are present. Cells are present. Sorry, 55% of plasma is present. Cells make 45%. Okay, what is present in plasma? Plasma has approximately 90% water, 90% water, and remaining there are some, not 90, 95 or 97, something like that. So much water is present. Remaining ions are present, substances which are dissolved in it are present. Glucose, carbon dioxide, oxygen, proteins, whatever substances are dissolved in it, all those are present. And cells, what are the cells that are present? Red blood cells, which are also called as erythrocytes, and WBC, which are also called as leukocytes, and third one is platelets, which are also called as thrombocytes, are also present. Okay, you take erythrocytes, 4.5 to 5.5 million cells are present per dl of blood, deciliter. Deciliter means small, it is a very small quantity. We'll see what is this. Small amount of blood, if you take 4.5 to 5.5 million, million cells are present. Leukocytes are 4,000 to 9,000 per dl. And platelets, how much they are present? 2 to 2.5 million per dl. Per millimeter cube, you can say that much small amount of blood. How much blood can be spread on millimeter cube? That much small amount of blood, this many cells are present. Okay, so we'll have this discussion of blood cells in your higher class. Presently, you remember the names of cells, that's all. All these cells are floating inside the matrix. Is it clear, children? Once again, lymphatic fluid connective tissue. Second type of lymphatic connective tissue. Second type of fluid connective tissue is lymphatic tissue. Lymph is a clear liquid that flows in the intercellular spaces. The space that is present between cells of tissue are called intercellular spaces. In these spaces, we can find a liquid called lymph. This is having a separate system called lymphatic system, like we are having blood vessels, circulatory system. Lymph also has a particular lymphatic system which has lymphatic vessels. In this lymphatic vessels, this lymph will flow. Inside this lymph, we can see plasma is present, WBC is present, platelets are present. Okay, so still we'll learn more about